The video on making some Melba toast from some sourdough. Well, it's not sourdough, but like an artisan type of loaf. So I've made this Melba toast before, but I do it with just cheap sandwich bread that you toast and then you cut in half and take the crust off, cut it in half, and dry it in the oven, which is all very well. But I kind of thought we should be able to do it with a more expensive bread. And what I normally do with when I bake some bread is the end pieces get a little bit small towards the end, so I just wait until it's a little bit older, a couple of days old, and then I slice it thin, and then I dry them out like that before toasting. But I've got this bread that I baked, so I want to see if we can do something else with it. So what we normally do is we rip off the crusts and then slice the bread in half and then dry it out in the oven. Rather than slicing it thin like that, because what tends to happen with that, it becomes rather kind of quite brittle and wants to fall to bits. That's not so bad, but anything larger than that tends to want to crack. There's not enough strength in it. So how are we going to do this? What's that? Oh, that's from the toaster. So can we cut this in half through the crust? Let's see first. Do it. Oh, I might be able to. So we might be able to get it. See, because slicing the bread that thin is kind of quite difficult. But if we can slice it thicker and then toast it and then slice that in half like that, that might give us a better outcome. So that onto a tray like that, and then we'll dry it out in the oven. So let's take off the crust of this one and do the same thing and see how that turns out. Out of curiosity, and then we've done it both ways, haven't we? So that's much easier to cut through. Depends on how sharp your knife is. So I've got some more bread to do. It's a little bit thicker, so it won't be like proper Melba toast. Melba toast is supposed to be really thin. What you do is you would take that and then you would rub that on a surface, and then you would take off the excess. You see those excess bits of bread. But I want it kind of quite thick. It's just nice to have some nice dried out bread in the cupboard for if I fancy a bit of cheese on an evening. So 100 degrees, dry those out in the oven, and we'll see how they turn out. Right, these will have been in the oven long enough. I did check them about 10 minutes ago and they were almost ready, so they will be ready now. I did the rest of them as well. They get in there. So they have dried out. So that works, doesn't it? You see, there you go. They want to do that when they're a little bit bigger. So that kind of happens, but that's not bad. That's not bad. And it's obviously down to where things crack, like fault lines. So you can see it there. So there's a bit of a few cracks in line, and that's going to break anywhere. It's going to break there. So, but anyway, with more expensive artisan bread, I don't have to wait until it goes stale and then slice it and then dry it out. We can cut thicker slices, toast them, and then turn them into Melba toast that way. It would, when I rubbed the inside of the bread off, if we'd have got it thinner, they would have turned up more. But I kind of want something like that to put a bit of cheese on in an evening, rather than buy cheese biscuits, because I'm a bit funny about what, no, I'm not funny about what I eat, not all the time anyway, but I think cheese biscuits, I don't know what they're putting in cheese biscuits. I suppose I really should look into making my own cheese biscuits, but I do enough. I make my own bread, I make my own yogurt, and I'm always faffing with things. To give myself another job like making my own cheese biscuits is probably a little bit ridiculous when we could just use a bit of Melba toast like that. But anyway, so that works, that's success.